Well, good morning. It's Wednesday, and here we are. We're just wanting to prepare ourselves to help us understand and be ready to celebrate Easter, because it is, now of course as Christians we get to celebrate what God did on Easter every day of our lives, but as a culture, as a community, and even as a church, we spend a little extra time preparing for the actual Easter Sunday event, and so we want to know, why is it such a big deal? And we talked about it for a couple days, but today we want to look at something that probably is one of my favorite things that Jesus has done for me by his death, burial, and resurrection. Growing up, I seem to be one of those kids who got into a lot of trouble. So with that, you're always feeling like, okay, I'm in trouble. What have I done wrong? And yeah, I remember when my grandmas would visit, and she'd say, Pat's always in the doghouse. Well, she was right. I was always in the doghouse. And I remember one time in particular, my folks were gone, and I'd knocked over something of my mom's, and I did my best as a kid to try to glue it together, and I thought maybe I did a decent job. But when she came home, all I could think about is she noticing what I've done? Is she noticing where I failed, what I broke? And so I had this guilt and kind of this condemnation that was just that feeling of, okay, am I going to get found out here? And so the beauty of what Jesus has done is he's taken that. Let me share a verse from Colossians chapter 1, verse 21. This includes those of you who were once far away from God. You were his enemies, separated from him by your evil thoughts and actions. And that's everybody. Everybody's separated from Christ before they come to know Jesus Christ. And yet now he has reconciled you to himself through the death of Christ in his physical body. As a result, he has brought you into his own presence, and you are holy and blameless as you stand before him without a single fault. Well, if you grew up the way I did, you always felt like you had some faults and some shortcomings, but now in our relationship with God, because of what Jesus Christ has done, listen to that again, you are holy, blameless as you stand before him without a single fault. There's so much to celebrate at Easter, but this is one of the key things for me, is because of what Jesus has done, I don't have to feel guilt, shame, condemnation. When I come into my relationship with God, Jesus has taken all of that through his death, burial, and resurrection, and I'm actually been made his very own righteousness. I can have a healthy relationship with God because all of my shortcomings, all of my failings have been taken away and cleansed through Jesus Christ. God bless you. Have a great day.